Do you have a hernia that you would like to heal without using the mesh surgery? My program, Heal Your Hernia from the Inside Out, works. All tissues in your body naturally replace themselves. Cells die off at different times, and so it's natural for things to be able to heal. Hernias happen from the inside out. Unless somebody stabs you in the groin and your intestines start pushing out, it's an inside job, and it has to be healed from the inside out. Now, what that involves is breathing, because how you breathe is a major determinant of whether or not you'll get a hernia and whether or not you can heal it. So several things. If you have a forward head carriage and your rib cage is collapsed, when you breathe in, your abdomen will protrude, which will drive force to the abdominal wall. So if you play an instrument, when you cough, when you blow in your nose, all of these things can create force outward on the abdomen, because when you exhale, let's say I'm getting ready to cough, your abdomen should pull in. But a lot of times when people are prone to hernias, when they exhale, their abdomen goes out. So you have to become a bit of a breath detective and figure out what it is that you do. And most of these habits are unconscious. How you sit in a chair. If your knees are up here when you sit in a chair, you won't be able to move your rib cage when you breathe, because your muscles in your leg are attached to your rib cage, and if they're shortened, so will the rib cage muscles. So when you sit in a chair with your knees up here, you're going to breathe in or out and drive force outwards on the abdomen. Ideally, when you breathe in, your abdomen should lengthen. Like if I take a deep breath, it should lengthen. But if when you breathe in, your abdomen pushes out, that's one of the other ways that you can drive force to the abdomen and get a hernia. Stretching. If you stretch your abdomen all the time, you hang in a swing, or you lay across an inversion table, or someone tells you to stretch your abdomen, or do these lunges where you're pulling on your abdomen, you can't do that. Stretching is not actually even beneficial in a lot of ways. If you have constipation, you don't drink enough water, and there's a lot of pushing, this can all create force in the abdomen that can undermine the cohesion of the abdominal wall and create usually in the inguinal region. I have spent many years working on using breath-based neuromuscular posture exercises that will train your brain to automatically do what you need to do in order to have a strong, stable core. Because posture habits that can create hernias, they're unconscious. I'm Michelle Edwards. I created Fit Aligned Posture Training and Yoga Line. My program, Heal Your Hernia from the Inside Out, works as long as you do it. It's one of those things. I mean, you can go get a surgery and have them slap some mesh in here. That's not going to solve the reason why you got the hernia to begin with. So that's why about 35 to 40% of people who get hernias, they get them again. And of course, the mesh can create a lot of problems. Now, you can get hernia surgeries without using mesh. If you have to go that route, don't use the mesh. Find a doctor that can heal and repair the tissues without slapping mesh in there, because there's so many problems with that. Feel free to contact me if you have more questions. I hope you can heal your hernia, and that you have the drive and the desire to trust that your body has the resources to heal itself. But you got to stop coughing with your belly pushing out. You have to stop playing your saxophone or your harmonica with your belly pushing out, okay? And you have to train your brain how to make sure that you do that so that it happens automatically.